Well, hey there, folks. John Duffin here with Duffin Media. Welcome to a special edition. This was newly created, and it is what I'm calling our March to the year end revenue generating success blitz. It's a lot of words, right? So I've condensed all of that to my top tips for 2025 to make certain that we are all headed in the right direction with just the right amount of confidence, just the right amount of intensity, and just the right amount of purpose. That's the whole point. My intention, and I jumped on live simply to set the table today, right? So, my intention is simply this: making certain that we are prepared, knowing full well that things move really quickly post Labor Day. That's my phone, by the way. So we're going to let that person wait for a couple of moments while I get to set the table. If anyone is here, please, please, please jump in, say hi, let me know where you're from, and all that sort of thing. But today will not be overly long. Again, we're setting the table. I'm going to deliver my top 3 tips to get you in the right frame of mind, because when you optimize your communications to leverage your voice, there's a little bit of work that goes rather than just showing up and sounding pretty, right? That really never got me anywhere, even when people said I have a nice voice. And I'm so gratefully flattered that they still do say that. But it's not enough. Here's what we get to do. So today, point blank, let me give you a suggestion, because if you're here and you've got this sense of Monday, let's call it Monday overwhelm or underwhelm, if you will, right? Some people like to ease into their week. Some people have so many things that they want to accomplish that they feel overwhelmed before they even begin. Anybody here in either one of those things? I'm just going to ease my way in, enjoy my cup of coffee. Oh, look, there's a branding thing that we just did. Enjoy your cup of coffee. I'll get this right. I'll lay out what I want to do. Give me maybe till 10 o'clock or this afternoon or whatever. Anybody here? I've done that. So just know that. Never works great for me. Now, let me give you the other extreme, and then we'll talk about how we can navigate quickly today so that when we're using our voice, we sound strong. So, point blank, that sense of, oh my God, I've got to get my business plan finished. Oh my God, I've got get these proposals out. Oh, I've got this. I got to work out my financials. Oh, I've got to work out who I'm calling today. Oh, a lot of working out. And all of a sudden, you have this sense of, oh my God, I've got 90 things to do. Listen, in some cases, that can excite you. But often what it will do is drag you down. So that sense of, I don't even know where to begin. Let me help. Because this is where, when you are leveraging your voice, you want to be in a position where it's actually working in your favor. I am all about removing distractions. And I'll give you an example right now. Tip number one is allowing yourself to know. Let's say, for example, you're going to do no more than 3 things. I've got 3 things I want to accomplish. That could be for this quarter. That could be for the remainder of the year. That could be this morning, right? And I'm going to say we're going to break this into 3 navigable pieces. Because when you're speaking, you never want to sound like you're unsure or distracted or all over the place or all that crazy movement that I'm just doing now, to convey a point that you want to sound like you're in control in a good way. You want your enthusiasm or your energy to sound direct and on point. So, tip number 1 today, real easy. What 3 things would you like to do today? This is probably not the time that you want to sit and construct long business plans. You're already in the week, right? You're about to approach 4th quarter. And so what are 3 things that matter? Now, ideally, If you're in a perfect world, you're part of the 5 a.m. club. I'm really inconsistent there. But let's say you're in the 5 a.m. club and you want to construe, all right, I'm going to lay out all of these visions. Let's keep it simple. What 3 things do you want to accomplish today? What 3 things matter? What 3 things are nagging you? Identify them, note them, and you're going to take one step, to move yourself closer. Is it an important phone call? Is it in my case, making certain I have not done a live stream in some time, making certain that the table is set and that we're in a position that here at Duffin Media, that we're going to be optimizing every communications opportunity that's on the table. So, number 1, lay out 3 things. 3. If your mind races and you've got 900 things, let your mind go. But you want 3 things that you want to check off and say, you know what? If I do nothing else today, I'll accomplish this, this, and this. One of my 3 was generate a live stream that has productive tips, not just come on and chat. So lay out those 3 things. I'm hitting one of those 3 right now. So why does that matter? You go to tip number 2. Of those 3 things, what is one thing that you will do to move the process forward faster? Is it make a phone call? Is it honor what the client or agency or audience has asked of you? Note it. And then number 3, what are you going to say or do when you communicate with that person? And that's where your voice comes in. All right. So again, I'm being repetitive intentionally. Get those 3 points down. I'm going to accomplish this today. Now, look, we've got 9 million things I'm sure that you want to accomplish and all sorts of impediments that are blocking you, which is why we're going to keep it simple. Write those 3 things down. Okay. Take a moment. Do that. And I won't chat up all over you. Maybe I will. But and folks, like I said, anybody that is here, drop a note in the comments to make sure that I know if you're watching on Facebook. Beautiful. I'm also broadcasting live on LinkedIn. Check me out. And also YouTube as well. So again, 3 things. 3 things. That's it. Okay. Do you got them? Fantastic. Now, because circumstances are not always optimum, I'm doing a live stream right now, apparently in Center City, Philadelphia. I'm from Philly, and I'm from Center City, Philadelphia. Right at this immediate moment, we're collecting trash out on one of the main arteries in the city of Philadelphia. So I'm hearing all sorts of trash cans and all that sort of thing. So I've got a narration demo that's due as soon as I break. So I know I have to take one step, and one of those will be, how do I mute the noise in the room? What's it for you? So again, it's that, first off, just 3 things. Let everything else go for the moment. 3 things that matter. What's one step that you could take fast to make sure that it's done? Sorry. I know what I could do. Turn the damn phone off. And then number 3, you're going to know what that is. So when you are communicating, you have the confidence and the experience to understand that your voice is critical in making certain that you're making someone feel what? Comfortable. You're making someone feel as if you've got this. My primary function here at Duffin Media is making sure that you realize through my experience, the techniques that I teach, the ability to customize, and my being in a number of situations and solving problems. What I get to do is share with you the ability that you're going to sound confident. You don't need to sound like an announcer. I sometimes do. I have to dial myself back so I don't sound announcery. That's just my voice. But when I'm at my best, which is what I want for you, when you are at your best, you're navigating your voice to make certain that you know that, and more importantly, who you're speaking to, your client, your audience, the boardroom, This is the time. Are you able to keep your seat in the boardroom? Have you been concerned in the past in regards to, oh my God, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm feeling a little bit shaky in terms of what I'm delivering to the organization. I'll give you an experience that happened. It was right around this time. We were finalizing it at the company that I worked with. We were finalizing business plans for the Philadelphia market. I covered a lot of markets and my home turf. Philadelphia was one of them. We were delivering with my senior management this master revenue plan that we're saying we'll commit to this dollar amount, multi-million-dollar plan. We're going to commit to this dollar amount. Here's the way that we're going to do it. And we all had a part, the senior leaders and me. Let me give you an example of how I almost harpooned the situation and how we came out of it to sound confident and relevant. I could give you 100 examples. Let me give you one. Here's one example. I remember we were meeting in New York. Our corporate offices were in New York, and we're meeting there, and it was a 4 p.m. meeting, and I'm there with senior leaders and finance people. We're sitting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're getting more keyed up. However, the day before, an amazingly dumb situation occurred. I'm triple checking or quadruple checking my math to get to this multi-million-dollar team revenue figure. And I realized in the myriad of spreadsheets, I had a major math error, a major one, where I had overcommitted by, let's say, I don't know, $1 million more than we were going to commit. Simple, dumb Excel math error. I should have seen it. No one's fault, but I did. So I go into a complete panic. Again, this is in Philadelphia. The day before, we're all sitting and waiting and waiting. I'm in Philadelphia. I am a basket case when I see it. I feel like I'm going to implode. Now, I've already had years of experience, so no excuse. It doesn't mean you're perfect or even great every day. I'm not. Are you? You do better than raise a hand. Jump on the comments and let me know. Are you strong every day? I'm not. So I go out of my mind. I had to leave the office. I'm trying to pace myself. I'm trying to get it together. I call the two senior leaders. This is after an hour because I had come to the conclusion, based on my error, that I was going to have to resign. I hear myself getting weird, choked up now. So I have to resign. Obviously, this is how it goes, because I was just going to undermine all the hard work we've done at the Philadelphia station. So I call the senior leaders, and I'm imitating myself. I think I got it right. I got to talk. I got to talk to some support. Please get them on the line. Get them together. So I get on, and they're both on. They're like, John, what? There's an error, and it's off by $1 million. Here's what they both said. This is why experience counts. So here's what they both said, almost in harmony together on the three-way call. So fix it. We're not presenting until 4 p.m. tomorrow. Go fix it. And just like that, I was like, oh, okay. And I entered one number and changed it. We get to New York the next day, and we're waiting all day, and I'm still thinking there are going to be repercussions, but I feel a million times better than I had. And when it was my turn to speak, I had something to say, and with the confidence and clarity of not just knowing that we had everything figured out to the best of our ability, with confidence and clarity, I was able to speak and in ease that I absolutely did not have 24 hours prior. So what happened? We got the plan together. We got it done. Listen, business plans are so malleable, but the fact is we got through the presentation and it all worked well. And one of my senior leaders, I'm going to call him RJ to keep his anonymity. Love the guy to death. Love him to death. He had taught me a ton. He's like, after the presentation, calls me over and he's like, dude, you got to calm down. I sounded so off 24 hours prior. And again, I've been doing this. I'm not a rookie when we're doing this. I had been doing this for close to 15 years at this point, but I sounded like a 5-year-old panic-stricken kid. And what does that do? This is where your voice comes in. Okay. He literally says, "Hey, you got to calm down." Damn right I did. And I have. And I've learned that having strong communication skills, especially when money is involved, is critical. What we do here, anytime you are asking for money, home loans, finances, new homes, major corporate funding, ad sales, I am still in a position where I am asking for money. I've headed more to the creative side than the sales side. I do both, and even there, I know point blank how to prioritize leveraging my voice because I am prepared. I never come in ice cold. If I hadn't prepared for that plan, thinking, "Oh, we got this. I'm ready. I'll feel good." That plan that I told you about, and that error was on the table when we were presenting, then there are ramifications. And then your doubt and insecurity and everything else comes into place. Yo, Brad Leno. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Great to see you, man. Brad, folks, is one of my personal favorites. I'm biased because I think he's fantastic. But in terms of talent, in regards to voice narration, voiceover work, technical ability, content creation, Brad is great. Please do follow him if you're not already. Just be a smart move on your part. So what is that tip number 3? Your preparation is the separation, because it's hard to sound confident or clear or on point or be able to improvise. It's really hard, or sound conversational if you're not prepared. Because you can stay in a conversation longer. It's one of the things that we do here is teach you these myriad of steps because it involves some work. But I'm telling you, the results are spectacular. Not because I'm all that. These have all been proven. I've done all of these things. And so what I'm saying is this week, we will be having a few sessions. You keep seeing rolling on the screen, Duffin Coaching 5-day blitz. I actually have my mind committed to 3, but I like this graphic. So we'll do 5. I'm telling you, it'll be no more than 30 minutes. It'll be 3 top tips. Here's what you can do in the meantime. You want a front row seat? Make certain you are DMing me or any way you want to get at me, the word community. I will put you into our exclusive group. 2 things I'm offering today. We'll keep it simple. Know that when you reach out to me, you'll be part of my exclusive community, exclusive content, tips, techniques that I funnel to the community first to make certain they get a head start in regards to hitting their numbers and hitting their goals. And then number 2, what we're also doing is I'm offering a 30-minute discovery call. What's that? We customize the situation for you. I walk through how I'm able to leverage your own experience, my experience, the situations at hand, the techniques that I get to offer, and I can tell you in a 30-minute call how I would be able to specifically help you. So that's what I'm offering. What we can do is this. DM me. Community. I'm in. I'll get the message. I tend to pick these things up. And then number 2, you can email me as well. Easiest way to get at me. JD@duffinmedia.com. Hang on. I'm going to do this with you. JD@duffinmedia.com. Check the comments and you will find me, right? So there you go. JD@duffinmedia.com. Email me, and that will get you access to 30 minutes with me. And again, you will see what we can do, because overwhelm is not going to help you right now. Easing in to fourth quarter or getting to 2026 isn't going to help you either. It just isn't. You got work to do. I've got work to do. We got to roll. And so knowing that it is critically important that you are in a position to roll. And that's what I get to offer. These tips, take them to the bank with you today. Literally, as soon as we break right now, write your top 3 things down I want to do. You may not like them, but you know you got to do them. Write them down. Number 2, write down one specific step that you can take to make certain that the process is moving forward. Whatever those 3 things are, I will do this. Do not worry. Do not worry about multiple steps. Pick a favorite and do it. My man, Ryan Alexander is here. The work is always worth the reward. Honest to God, Ryan is a finance guru. I will tell you, Ryan is working with me right now. I am proud to say that we keep rolling forward. Everyone can improve. I work with coaches too, by the way. I tend to only work with good ones. So Ryan, there you go. I only work with people that are going to move me forward. I have very clear intentions of what I want to accomplish. The last thing in the world I want to do is fall into some sort of overwhelm. And the easiest way to do it, let's go to Ryan's comment again. The work is always worth the reward. Well, we're not even going to give you hard work today. We're going to make it easy. Literally write 3 things down. 1 step that you can roll forward, and then articulate, what do I need to do? Say, what am I going to say in this situation? I call someone, there's got to be a purpose and point to the call. You're not just checking in. I'm not just following up. God, please no. Please no. You're calling with a specific purpose. What is that specific purpose? Who needs to know it? You. What else do you need to know? That it matters to that person, because when you speak, they have to feel the confidence and clarity coming from you, because when they feel it, when you know it, ultimately what happens is they're going to engage with you. You sound distracted, unsure. You sound like me the day before business plan in New York, sounding like a basket case. I think I need to resign. That was helpful. So what I've come to learn, solve every problem that you can solve. Let go in terms of a situation until at least you get through the situation, and come prepared so that you can engage in an active conversation. So I will tell you this. Anybody that DMs me, emails me, again, you got it in the comments, jd@duffinmedia.com, gets earlier access to a 30-minute discovery call with me, how I can help. I will lay out my plan for you. And then again, the specificity comes from that engagement. And then we put together a customized plan, coaching plan, where I can best help you. Right. And then number 2, know that I'm coming back with more. The steps, the tips, the techniques, because you don't want to be overwhelmed. You don't want to lazily ease into situations. Not now. Not now. And everybody's got a million things on their mind. I don't think I'm, becoming a fortune teller by predicting that. But what I will say is, because we know that, it's really important to prioritize what matters, what can wait, and what doesn't matter. Stuff out of your control, right? But first and foremost, make it easy on yourself. 3 things. Write them down. What am I doing? What do I need to do? Boom, boom, boom. What's 1 step I can make to make those 3 things happen? And then number 3, how are you preparing to have an active communication? A phone call, a face-to-face meeting, Zoom session, or StreamYard in my case, like this, right? And so that you will sound confident and prepared. And with that, does anybody have any questions for me before I roll? Again, we all got work to do, and I know that. And I jumped on rather suddenly today because I felt like I want to get the system rolling too. I promise you, you'll get a little more time. And from me, you'll get a little bit more tips and techniques that will help you. You will see me tomorrow. Time to be determined shortly. You'll get the announcement. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'm there and happy and ready to help. So, folks, with that, This is John Duffin here with Duffin Media, here to help you optimize your communications so that you get to optimize your life. Have a great rest of the day, folks, and we will definitely talk soon. Bye.